Hey everybody, I wanted to do a very quick video to talk about New Year's resolutions. I just uploaded a video about people who are resolved to read the Bible more this year and some recommendations on that. I wanted to share my New Year's resolution this year, which sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. And I want to continue to try to work on my New Year's resolution of last year, which is to memorize more poetry. But so that's part of one, and I got a whole bunch. Of course, I want to always continue to grow in my relationship with Christ and my faith. But one thing I'm going to try to do this year, and this might be a total bust, but we're going to see, stems from a concern I have about the world, and particularly about China. As many of you probably have read in the last few weeks, China has been cracking down on churches and throwing pastors like me into prison. Of course, China has kind of been in the social media news, as it were, in recent months for putting Muslims in concentration camps, for cracking down on freedom and human rights in Hong Kong and taking away their democracy. China has become more militarized, and they've certainly expanded their military capabilities, but they've also become more aggressive with some of our allies, Japan, Australia, South Korea. They've become more aggressive in the South China Sea. And they've even attempted to kind of impose on countries outside of China some of the restrictions on free speech. For example, there's attempts by China to punish Australia economically for allowing Australian professors to criticize the Communist Party of China. So the long and short of that is, if you're a Christian, or if you're just, even if you're an atheist, but you believe in human rights and human freedom, China is not our friend. And yet, most of us send many, many hundreds of dollars to China every year, buying their products from companies that, of course, because they have a communist system, directly or indirectly support and enrich the Chinese Communist Party. So, what do you buy that isn't made in China these days? It's crazy. I remember when I was a kid, there was a lot of stuff that was made in Japan, made in Taiwan, and now it seems like all of that has been displaced by made in China. So my New Year's resolution is to buy as little as possible that was made in China. I can't say nothing at all, because I'm sure I'm going to buy things that were made in China without even realizing it. And there are going to be things that I buy that were, assembled in the United States, but the parts were made in China. But as far as within me lies the power, I'm going to abstain from sending any more of my money and my wealth and my resources that God has entrusted to me to the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party. So that's my New Year's resolution. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be more difficult than I probably realize, but I'm going to give it a go. If you guys have any interesting New Year's resolutions, I'd love to hear about them in the comments to this video. And until we connect again, I pray that the God of freedom will bless you and give you peace. Amen.